which kind of gets us to the next thing that I want to talk about, which is about some of the backlash to Sora and AI videos over the last week. There's this new thing that has been going on. I just want to read you from Casey Newton from Platformer sends out this newsletter. He does a great job talking about social platforms and kind of talking about it at a high level. And I want to read from it really quick, which might be of interest to you, Benji, because I know that Pinterest has an important place in your heart as it relates to social media, which most people wouldn't think about. So one place where this has been true is Pinterest, the mood board site, which has been besieged by AI-generated imagery over the past year. On Thursday, introduced a feature to allow users to limit but not entirely block AI-generated images in their recommendation. The change followed a move earlier this year to begin labeling AI-generated images as such. As Sarah Perez noted at TechCrunch, Pinterest has come under fire from its user base all year for the perceived decline in quality of the service as the percentage of slop there increases. Many people use the service to find real objects they can buy and use. The more that those objects are replaced by AI fantasies, the worse Pinterest becomes for them. I wanted to bring this up because it's really interesting that Pinterest is kind of leading the pack here when it comes to kind of some of this AI combating stuff because of their sort of unique user base, in my opinion. But I also think it speaks to something that we talked about recently, which is the quality of AI videos. And I feel like it's at tension with some of your perspectives of what you think the future of AI is. I know that you believe in the power of AI to enable people creatively, but at the same time, you're seeing these platforms build up all these safeguards against AI alongside that as well. So you have these two competing things that are eventually going to go head to head. So I'm curious about what you think about that.
Yeah, I actually would match the sentiment, I think, of a lot of people. I'm questioning everything I'm seeing on short form feed. So on Instagram, I'll watch something. And by the way, I actually still use X too. So sometimes their short form platform, I'm like, is this real or not? I don't like that. The fact that that's even a question I have to ask.
Kind of exhausting.
Yeah, it is. I'm like, is this real or not? And then, the good thing about on X, to their credit, they have Grok explaining, hey, this is a fake video. Oh, not only is it an AI generated video, they also have a link promoting it. Oh, Grok is awesome at that on their posts. So they're always calling it out, so I don't have to. Now, the second place you go is the comments, right? But you know what I'm finding now, and I don't know if this is bots or just people don't care, you're not seeing as much, oh, this is AI generated. Now you're just seeing people engage with the content, okay? I personally, from my own behavior, from my own user experience, I don't like the AI content at all, right? Because it's not even anything against it, because on the flip side, I have a whole different sentiment like that we should talk about. But yeah, we're going through growing pains. That's what's happening, right? Sora is interesting because when you go on there, everything's fake. So I think that was a smart play. But on other platforms, that's the thing. Sometimes I don't see the Sora logo. So I don't know how they're doing it, or maybe they're making it on another platform that doesn't require it. So I thought about it this morning, because I knew this was going to be a discussion, a follow-up to our last, commentary about Sora. I think we're talking in relation to Mark Cuban and his brand being on there. It reminds me of the early days of TikTok, which the early days was Musical.ly. What was it known for? Dance challenges. Yeah. And a lot of people would say like that was like brain rot before brain rot was even a term.
Yeah.
And people like, oh, who would want to watch that? Now everybody watches short form content. So though I don't like it, and yes, like Pinterest is creating this kind of like filtering function so that you don't get as much AI. I think it'd be good if they said no to all AI, honestly. But the risk there is maybe you catch something that's not AI, right? And
exactly.
Or it's maybe using AI. That's another thing too. Like if you're using AI in your editing software, it might catch that. And if it labels AI, so that's what I'm saying. The growing pains. But I just think we're in the early days where it's just it's like a whole nother universe that we're in. And we're like seeing these moons and planets and stars and Milky Ways that we've never like experienced. And we're just kind of figuring out, hey, what's kind of the right flow of things. So I have like a contrasting sentiment. On one side,
yes,
I think it's annoying that I have to think about this, and I don't want all this Unreal stuff unless I sign up for it going on Sora, right? Or if it's blatantly obvious, like they need to have an AI like watermark or something. On the flip side, I think AI is getting so crazy good, and that's why it's tricking people, and that creators and even non-creators are going to use it so much, it's inevitable. Just like, could you have ever imagined in the Musical.ly era, that's 2015, someone would say, yeah, this platform, Musical.ly, is going to force YouTube to do Musical.ly type of content. No one would have even believed you. And now they actually are. It's not called Musical.ly, it's called TikTok. And it's not even called TikTok, it's called short form. But ultimately, those dance videos were the beginning of a huge part of YouTube. I think AI right now, AI generated content is the beginning of the type of content everyone's going to use. The difference is it's already happening right now on all platforms.
Let me provide some context. One of the things that happened I think it was this week, was that Elon Musk on X posted I think Grok generated video that was kind of a somewhat long form version of a couple things.
That futuristic one I showed you?
Yeah, the futuristic one. Yeah, that was one of the things that you talked to me about, is like how impressed you were with his ability I was impressed when you showed me the fact that he was able to have character consistency across shots, which was crazy to me. I know some other platforms offer that as well, but that kind of represents the other side of the thing that you're talking about here, right? Which is that there is some availability for more people to do creation at a level that they wouldn't have been able to do before, which is kind of what you're saying, right?
Yes. I mean, it's going to be nuts.
Yeah.
What people are going to be able to do. We could go into an hour-long discussion about it, but what used to take a lot of money, a lot of equipment, and potentially in a lot of cases a huge team, one kid can do in 10 minutes. And so if a kid can do it in 10 minutes, imagine what that kid or anyone can do in 10 hours. And the only limitation, ironically, is the equipment you're using and your internet connection and the platform's ability to serve you. And this whole the quick summary is you can only do like 6 to 8 second AI videos. I think there's certain software that lets you do longer videos, but you're not doing like 10-minute or 60-minute for sure. But my question is, well, what's stopping somebody from putting all these short clips? And Elon Musk literally did that.
Yeah.
And that's why he's explaining a character that's at the very beginning, a futuristic looking woman, and it consistently was the same character throughout, which kind of makes sense because Sora, you can build on your AI generated video and it's the same character. Oftentimes it's you, right?
Yeah, real-time follow-up here. There, according to TechCrunch and Al Jazeera, the Grok AI checker is not reliable, and that it's actually there's some experts that are, take it with whatever grain of salt that you want, but that there are some fact checkers that are concerned about the kind of level of trust that people have in it. So just beware if you're using Grok as your fact checker, because I know from a technical perspective, it's really hard to actually do that, because the way that these things work is they call them adversarial networks, basically. What that means is that you have one network that's generating these AI videos and another one whose job is to guess whether or not it did a good job or whether it's AI. And if it guesses right, well, it loses and it goes again until it's better and better. So literally that kind of adversary is part of the loop about how these things improve.